Are you in your 50s, 60s, or beyond? Have you recently fallen in love or hoping to fall in love again? If so, this video is for you. My husband and I met at the age of 63. We married at the age of 64. To be honest, we both say that there is nothing like finding love in your golden years. By now, you know what you absolutely don't want in your life, and you basically know what you do want in your life. Most of us have all experienced the good, the bad, and the ugly of relationships, and we're familiar with all the sides. And with that in mind, we can hopefully stay disciplined and not settle for anything less than what we really would like. On the other hand, when we know exactly what we want, it's hard to find that perfect for us person, isn't it? So let's talk about that a little bit. Adapting our life to make room for love once again. We both know that that will include learning how to give and take. I was widowed at the age of 41, and after 11 years of being single, I felt my aging clock ticking, and I convinced myself, I think I can love this guy. He'd make a good husband. You guessed it. I settled. Big mistake. It lasted 3 years. He and I parted on friendly terms. And for the next 8 years, I was totally content in my single life. Many of you may be totally content exactly where you are, and that's the perfect place to be. There is a quote that I want to share with you, though. To be content doesn't mean you don't desire more. It means you're thankful for what you have and you're patient for what's to come. I wasn't looking for the perfect man, but I did keep my eyes open for that perfect for me guy. No rush though. After all, I was now going on 8 years by this time. And believe it or not, the perfect for me guy did come along 8 years later. And as I said, we were married at the age of 64. I was single for a total of 19 years after my husband's death, with that 3-year interruption in between there a little bit. It took a lot of adjusting for me to learn to live as a couple again. I was accustomed to doing what I wanted as a single lady. And in our wedding vows, I stated that I would love him, laugh with him, and that I'd be his biggest supporter. One thing is for certain, he has kept me laughing. And some of my stories will show the fun things that we've had to learn to adapt to. One of our differences in our lives, we have many things that we are totally compatible with, but one difference is he loves musicals. He was born and raised in the cities. I was a redneck country girl. I wasn't accustomed to musical and theater and that sort of thing. So he has always tried to get me to learn to like musical movies. It's not my thing. So one time he finally did talk me into sitting down and watching with him. I believe it was Hello, Dolly. And afterwards he asked me, he says, so what did you think about the movie? And I told him, I says, oh, it had a good plot line, but it would have been a whole lot better if it didn't have all that singing and dancing in there. Who really just breaks out in song in the middle of their conversations? We laugh about it all the time. But several weeks later, he went with me to a play at a theater in Seattle that I really wanted to see. It was John Steinbeck's Of Mice and Men, not a musical. Very dramatic movie. And I loved it. After the play was over, I asked him, I said, so what did you think about the play? He says, oh, it was really good, but it would have been a lot better if it would have had a little bit of singing and dancing in it. To this day, he still has trouble getting me to go see musicals, but occasionally I do go with him. He went recently with a group of his friends who also enjoys musicals and saw Fiddler on the Roof. I wished him a very wonderful evening, but I stayed home. All that to say, love in the golden years is wonderful. It takes some adapting, and you have to learn to roll with the punches. Don't try to change the person that you're marrying, your new partner. Sure, there'll be little things that they'll want to change so that you two mesh together a little better. But you're marrying that person for who they are. I have to remind myself of that quite often. I'm Esther. Welcome to my channel of the next chapter where I talk about all things over the age of 50, 60, and beyond. I hope you got a little enjoyment and entertainment out of this video, if nothing else. And I hope to see you on my next video. Have a wonderful day.